All right. Am I back? Can you all hear me? Am I back? Testing, testing, testing. Am I back? Am I back? Testing, testing, testing. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, hello. Am I good? Okay. Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure what happened. I'm not 100% certain. It's just like the screen, the stream just went dead. And then I don't really know how to fix it. It's like when the stream crashes, the video still shows up as that I'm live. So it's like, even though I'm not broadcasting and you guys can't see me, on my screen, it says that the stream is still going. There isn't a button to click that says end stream. There is no end stream button that I can find. So it's like I have to program the stream to automatically shut down if I stop transmitting. And even that still takes a couple of minutes. So all of you are still in here talking and stuff like that. And I have to shut down one stream before I can launch another. And you think it'd be simple just to add a end stream button, but whatever. Whatever, it is what it is. I think it has to do with the Mac because it's got this swipe thing, and I might have bumped that, and it just shut down the stream. So I don't know. It's up. We're back up. We're good to go. We're back up and running. We're back up and running. Okay. Let's try it for 30 seconds slow mode, and that way we can try to see how that goes. And I think I'll be up for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to close out for the night. Excuse me. Let's see here. Whew, I got another. Excuse me. Ramen makes me burp. Alrighty here. Let's get some questions. Krista, what happened? Network? I think it had to do with the Mac because I swiped my touchpad, and then when I did that, it's like it. I think it messed up the stream. So I think it was that. I think that's what did it. Let's see, Captain Alex. What is that Arctic ship with those frozen dead bodies called? It's gonna bother me. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Wallace, if Ismay died during the sinking, what would he have been seen as? I don't think he would have been hated on nearly as much. I hate to say that, but I don't think he would have gotten anywhere near the hate that he did. But, here's the thing. It's how he survived. You know what I mean? It's the stories that came up with him. And if he hadn't have tried to be sneaky, I think that he wouldn't have gotten anywhere near as much hate, because the fact that he tried to slip back to the UK and without dealing with the US inquiry, and he just didn't look good. I think it was all of his actions that made him look so bad. Am I coming through okay? Am I coming through all right, everybody? Can you all hear me okay? And my microphone thing isn't going off, so I don't know if my audio is working. Is my audio good? Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. Okay, thank you. Yep. You're good. Okay, cool. Awesome. Awesome possum. Let's see here. Maritime history. Hey, Historic Travels. Hey, Maritime. What is that thing? Was the Californian at fault? What is the thing that thing was the Californian at fault? Sam Pence on the. What is that thing was the Californian at fault? I don't really understand your question. Are you asking me on what grounds was the Californian at fault? I think just the fact that they didn't do enough. It's not like the Californian thought, oh, the Titanic is sinking, we're not going to help. It's just that they didn't put two and two together. The only thing I think that they're guilty of is that they didn't take the extra step. Like, if you see something weird, then go investigate. If you see something weird, I would rather go on the side of caution than ignore it and it be a train wreck. You know what I mean? So that's what I say. I just say exercise on the side of caution. If you see a ship, you're in an ice field, it's sitting still, it looks like it's listing, it's shooting off rockets, go see what's up. Or at the very least, wake up the wireless guy. That's what I say. Olivia 5, thank you so much. Aaron 1912 never just hung up. Oh, Olivia. Oh, that is okay. Olivia's trying to make you mad, Sam. Don't get angry. She's trying to mess with you. Okay, I'm good. Olivia, you're a mess. Taylor 5, thank you so much. What is your opinion on the Oceanic 2? I asked this before the stream went down. I'm not sure if you answered it or if you saw it. Sorry for asking again. The Oceanic 2, I've heard the name, Oceanic 2 ship. Let me see here what it was. The Oceanic 2, the transatlantic liner. White Star Line, she sailed in the main voyage September 6, 1899. To be honest with you, I really don't know anything about this ship. I've seen pictures of it before, but as far as her history and everything like that, I don't know anything about her. But I think she's a very beautiful ship, and the design's really cool. And I cannot get over these pictures. Holy crap. These pictures look great considering they're from 1899. Holy moly. I'll post a picture of the picture I'm looking at. The Oceanic 2 looks beautiful, and I definitely need to research her a little bit more. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question very good, Taylor. It's just, that's not a ship that I'm all that familiar with. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But hey, Taylor, thank you so much for the 5. I super appreciate you. Let's see here. KSP, what if there was another ship very near the Titanic? Okay, just FYI, Kerbal Space Program is like one of my favorite games in the world. I think I've bought that game way back when, and I don't even want to know how much time I have on it. But if another ship would have made it to the Titanic, like let's say the Olympic was able to get to the Titanic. The Titanic's here sinking. The Olympic pulls up. They would have just had the lifeboats ferry from this ship over to this ship, and the lifeboats would just zigzag back and forth, and they just do what they could to get everybody off before the Titanic went down. That was the whole point of lifeboats back then anyway. It's because the Republic, the sinking of the Republic was a similar thing. KSP, hey, cool. Oh, I loved Kerbal Space Program. I forget the moon. For those of you who don't know, Kerbal Space Program is a rocket simulator, and like you do the laws of physics to build rockets and stuff like that. Was it Gilly? It was a moon around the planet Jewel, which is a gas giant. And I built this awesome rocket. I made it there. I was landing, and I ran out of fuel like 10 seconds before touchdown. I was so upset. And that took me so long to do. Robert, too, thank you so much. Titanic on oil instead of coal. Will it work? Yeah. Olympic ran on oil. I don't know why Titanic wouldn't. It would. No problem. They'd have to convert it, but yeah. Taylor 5 again. The Oceanic 2 is my second favorite ship after the Titanic. In my opinion, she's like a mini Olympic. She does have a very Olympic Titanic look to her. I'll say that. That's awesome, though. I definitely need to research the Oceanic 2 some more. I need to learn more about a lot of White Star ships. I wasn't even familiar with the Atlantic until about 2 years ago. The Oceanic class. Melody Voices. Oh, thank you for the 5 again. Melody Voices 2. How many Titanic films have you not seen yet? Quite a few. Believe it or not, I don't watch a ton of Titanic movies. I think the only ones that I've seen from start to finish, I haven't even seen the entirety of A Night to Remember. I've seen most of it, but I haven't watched it from start to finish. But as far as all of them I've seen the 1953 Titanic. I've seen it from start to finish. Never saw SOS Titanic. I never saw that one. I think there's like 3 or 4 Titanic movies that I haven't seen. That's what I think. That is what I think. Daniel, hey man, if you're having problems with your voice, it's because of your coffee. Drink ice water before your live streams. Actually, I drink. I have tea here. I have tea here too. Delicious. Does my voice sound bad? Why would you say that? But I always take a spoonful of honey. You know, I get some honey and stuff like that before my live stream, because if you watched me in the early days, I coughed a lot. I coughed a lot doing these live streams, but I get a spoonful of honey and it really helps. Let's see here. Samuel, hey Sam, what's the first ocean liner? What was the first ocean liner? That'd be a hard question to answer. The Penguin. Wait, Rosie technically did turn off the lights. If Rosie knows how to unplug a Wi-Fi thing, then that's pretty impressive. I know Rosie's question is I know Rosie is very, very smart, but if she's that smart, that's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. I don't know if I ever told you guys this story, but a while back, this was a long time ago, probably 6 or 7 years. It was a long time ago. But I did training. I thought about doing TSA for a while. And there was this super serious meeting I was in where they were teaching us like what to look for and security threats and all that. And somebody said, you always have to assume that everybody, like my teacher, and I'm in this class with all these people, and it's super serious, it's TSA stuff. And our instructor said, you guys have to treat everyone like there are potential risks because you don't know what everyone is thinking. Can you guys tell me? Like none of you know what a dog is thinking. And I looked right at her and I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. But I went, squirrel. And the whole class erupted in laughter. I should not have done it. I should not in that environment, but it was too perfect. It was too perfect. It was too perfect. And like, oh gosh, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it, but it was so funny. It was so funny. And while I'm telling that story, I get super chats. So let's go back. Squirrel. I shouldn't have done it. I'm a jokester, okay? Like I like to pull jokes here and there. I don't overdo it, but I like to pull jokes. Hang on a second. We got super chats coming in. Taylor 5 again. Fun fact, Oceanic 2 was to have a sister ship named Olympic, but it was canceled. Cool. I didn't know that. That's super cool. Thank you for that, Taylor. I need to really look into the Oceanic. I really do. The Kennard White Star, you're so good at these videos. Thank you so much, Kennard. Ashley 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I love your videos. Thank you, Ashley. Have you ever been to Halifax? Lots of Titanic history. I have not. I have not been to Halifax, but I am planning to head over there. I'm probably going to head over. I want to go back to Europe, and I'm thinking I'm going to go visit probably in April or May. But whenever I go back to Europe, I'm going to come home on the Queen Mary 2. I want to do a transatlantic voyage. That's how I want to come home. Camo too, but I want to go to Halifax. I want to go to Southampton. I want to go see the Shield Hall, that old steamship that's still there. There's a lot I want to go see. I also want to go visit Germany. I want to go to Poland. I want to spend some more time in London. There's so much stuff I want to do. I want to go visit Dunkirk. I definitely want to go see Dunkirk. Camo 2, Titanic survivors won the Ice Bucket Challenge. Good grief. That's an extreme version of the Ice Bucket Challenge. If anybody won the Ice Bucket Challenge, it's definitely Charles Yelkin. So fun mental note, if you're going to be in freezing cold water, just drink a bunch of alcohol. And you know what? I don't want to recommend anybody do that because that still seems like a terrible idea, but it worked for Charles. So Justin 5, between Titanic and Aquitania, which ship would you travel on? Not sure if you saw my last message. I didn't, Justin, but if Titanic didn't sink, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have my Aquitania model yet, but I don't know. I mean, I think that both Kennard and White Star ships are beautiful in their own ways. I think if I lived back then, I would like the Olympic class a little bit more because just based on my personality, I enjoy traveling on slower ships. And I think I would enjoy the voyage. But honestly, I'm not sure. I guess it would depend on what's going on. I was reading, I'm currently rereading Dead Wake. Dead Wake is an amazing book about the last voyage of the Lusitania. And there was a guy sailing on the Lusitania because what he did was he ran a bookstore. And his business, he was huge because he would buy and sell antique books. I think one book that was like the best book that he ever found was a Bible from the 1500s. A Bible from the 1500s. And he liked to sail on slower ships. But because I think he went on the Lusitania's last voyage and he was on board when it sank. But because of wartime, instead of traveling on a slow ship, he booked passage on the Lusitania because he wanted to get in and out of London as quickly as possible due to the First World War. So pretty cool stuff. Hang on a second. Good question, Justin. But if I had to answer it, probably the Olympic or Titanic. That's what I think I would do. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Isaac, was Titanic a ship? Yes. Yes, it was. Billy 5, thank you so much. If you like medieval shipping disasters, look up the White Ship. Henry's son was killed, and it's caused the Civil War. The only survivor. Medieval shipping disaster. Look up White Ship. Henry's size. I don't think you could call the Civil War ships medieval ships. I don't think that's not that long ago. I mean, the Civil War is, we're coming up, but I mean, it's not medieval times. So Henry's son was killed in the Civil War. Only survivor was a butcher. Okay, I'm not familiar with that, but I'll definitely look into it, Billy. Thank you so much for the 5, but I definitely would not call Civil War medieval times. Alfie 449, thank you. Hey, Sam, could you do a video on the RMMV Oceanic that was never built? Was that the ship that was going to compete with the Queen Mary? Let me double check. RMMV Oceanic. Yes, it was. Huh. Do an entire video about the ship that never was. Honestly, these drawings of the ocean of the ship, wait, was it the? There you go, yeah, Oceanic. These drawings and these animations of it, it's stunning. This ship is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I would love to do a video on that. That's awesome. Yes, I'm definitely going to do that, Alfie. Thank you so much for that. That is a great idea. Can I post this? What's going on? Why isn't it working? Hold on, did it go? What's happening? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Don't tell me I have another crash. No crashes. No. And there we go. Okay, it worked. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're still live. Whew. All right. And we got to catch up on these super chats. Okay, we got that. We got that. Great idea, Alfie. Mako, will you ever do a ship vlog? Next time I go sailing? Yeah, I definitely will. Next time I do I go on a ship, I'll definitely vlog it. Maritime history. Sam, is there a ship called the HMS Squirrel? Rosie, Squirrel? Squirrel, Rosie? Rosie's dead to the world. Hang on a second. No, Rosie is are fantastic, and I loved your animal video this week. What is your education background? Also, Charles was a serious, yeah. I went to college. Thank you for that. Thank you for liking my animal video. But yeah, I went to school and everything. My educational background, believe it or not, I didn't take history. I took criminal justice and homeland security and stuff like that. But I've always had a passion for history, and it's just what I've loved. And yeah, that's just it. You know, all this history stuff that I know is self-taught. You know what I mean? And I think that you really discover your passion because you know what they say. They say if you like doing your job, it's not a job. So that's what I say. That's exactly what I say. But that's my educational background. Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate you. Camo 10, if you were a passenger on the Titanic, what would you do to prevent the disaster? Also, if you were a crew member, where would you be during the sinking? So if I was a passenger on the Titanic, I don't know if I could do anything to prevent the disaster. And like without having knowledge of what's to come, I don't think I could do anything to prevent it, but I wouldn't know what's about to happen. But if I was a crew member, it would depend on my job. You know, it would depend on what I was doing and where I'm at the time, you know? So if I was a crew member, if I was an officer, I'd be up on the boat deck. If I was in the engine room, I'd be in the engine room. If I worked in the boiler room, I'd be in the boiler room. It depends on what my role is. You know what I mean? But great question, Camo. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate you. I appreciate. Let's see here. Cutting room floor. Was Britannic the fastest of the three? I don't believe so. I don't think any of the ships were any faster than the other, but I could be wrong about that. Okay, I think we're good. All right, everybody. Well, hey, we are getting close to the point. I think I'm going to get ready to wrap up the live stream for tonight. Would you guys like to, you guys saw Rosie. Would you guys like to do a questionnaire again before I sign off for the evening? Would you guys like to do another, I ask you questions and you guys try to answer them? Would you guys like to do that before I sign off? Yes. We got a couple of yeses, but I don't think that many people want to do it. So if you guys don't want to do it, I'll just go ahead and close out the chat right now. No one wants to do it? Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna sign off for tonight. No one wants to do it, so. Oh, did I miss a 5? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, Taylor. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Oceanic 2 was the ship moored to New York, which we all know that almost hit the Titanic. Oceanic 2 was the ship. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Thank you so much, Taylor. I didn't know that. Thank you, Taylor. Sorry I missed your 5. All right. I see all of you freaking out. Okay. We're gonna do questions. All right. So first things first. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I want to try to make this as fair as possible. I'm going to disable the slow mode. But here's what I want to do. I want you guys to wait until you hear the table slam sound. Until you hear that, you don't answer the question. Because if you answer the question before that, then I won't count your answer. Okay? Actually, let's do this. Olivia, don't worry. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much, Olivia. Let's do this. And here comes the spam. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to set the slow mode for 10 seconds. And then that way everybody can get in one answer. And all right, hang on. I got to deal with this. We got a spammer here. Hide user from channel. Okay. So we got to do that. So here's what we're going to do. 10 seconds. Everybody, if you're going to try to answer, don't type because you've got 10 seconds. You've got 10 seconds to wait. Everybody hold on. All right. Here we go. And everybody wait 10 seconds. If you guys miss this, then you're not going to be in the round. As soon as you hear this, answer the question. All right. First round. This is an easy one. How many watertight compartments were on the Titanic? How many watertight compartments were on the Titanic? Joshua, 16. Joshua got it. Man, he timed that good. He timed that good. Joshua got it right as soon as I hit it. Good job. Wow, look at the chat. Look at the chat. Holy moly. Okay. All right, here. I asked this question before. Let's see how it goes. Let's ask this question before, and let's see how it goes. Let's see if anybody remembers. Who were the 3 men who were responsible for designing the Olympic class? And I need all 3 names in one answer. So one answer. Who were the 3 men who designed the Olympic class? Ready? Go. 3 men who designed the Olympic class. Wrong, Joshua. All right, we got it. Wilson. Wilson Shower. Andrews, Ismay. Wait, nope, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. That isn't it. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. Andrews, Peary. That's not. There's one missing. Come on, guys. Come on. Chista 005. Thomas Andrews, Alexander Carl. Oh, you're missing one. Oh, come on. I haven't seen one person get it yet. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, here it is. Samuel, Andrews, Carlisle, and Peary. Samuel got it. Samuel Bogan. And if anybody else said I missed it. But yeah, Samuel Bogan got it. The answer is William Peary, Alexander Carlisle, and Thomas Andrews. Good job, Samuel. Everybody, give a round of applause to Samuel. Everybody say good job, Samuel, in the chat. Good job, Samuel. Wow, you got the same name as me. Everybody, give Samuel a round of applause. That was a hard question. Everybody, give Samuel a round of applause. Good job, Samuel. crap. Nice job. All right, let me see here. All right, let me see. I'm pulling out the book. Let me see. I have a question in mind, but I have to. Okay, here we go. And I even talked about this earlier in the stream. So hang on, where'd it go? Oh, come on, did I lose it? 1 second, everybody. I'm sorry, I had it. Here it is. Okay. Who was the person, based upon this illustration was done. Okay. Who was the person whose story was the inspiration for this sketch? Who was the person whose story was the inspiration for this sketch? Ready, set, go. Whose account of the Titanic disaster made that sketch? Whose account of the Titanic? No, not the person who wrote it. Billy. Wait, I saw it. Billy. Billy got it. Wait, hang on. I missed. It just disappeared so fast. Okay, I didn't see it, but Billy was the first one who got it. Jack Thayer, not the person who drew it, the person whose story was it. Billy was the first. It's like I saw Billy. I didn't see the last part of his name, but I saw Billy, and then it was just gone. It was like all the chat exploded. But Billy was the one who got it. Good job, Billy. Good job, Billy. All right, let me think. I need another one. Let's see. Okay, everybody should get this one, or people who know the people on board. Who was the fireman who saw the Titanic iceberg damage open up boiler room number 6, was in boiler room number 5 when it flooded as well, and he almost got crushed on a lifeboat that was escaping the Titanic? 1, 2, go. Alfie got it. Good job, Barrett. Alfie got it. Good job. I did see a few people answer before that, but it doesn't count because I hadn't hit yet. So got to remember that. You got to wait until I hit before you answer, or I will not count it. So if you get your answer, and while I'm still, the best tip I can give you, type it out, but don't send it until you hear me hit the table. That's the best tip I can give you. All right. I think we'll do one or two more, and then we'll close out the evening. Let's see. All right. Okay. Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? 1, 2, 3. Which of the Titanic's officers was in charge of lifeboat number 2? Nope. Nobody's got it yet. Clipper got it. Boxhall. Clipper got it. Clipper 1736. Boxhall. Got it. Boxhall got it. Boxhall. Boxhall got it. Good job. Man, people were held up for a second on that one. Yeah. Lifeboat number 2 was the one that left from the port side of the Titanic and then lowered away. And then Captain Smith yelled out that he wanted Boxhall to come and pick up more passengers. So he told Boxhall to come around to the starboard side and go to one of the gangway doors over here. But lifeboat number 2 left, don't quote me on this, I think it was around 1:40. I mean, it was late. It was late into the disaster. And he had a hard time because he had to row from the port side front of the ship all the way to the back of the Titanic, go around the stern, and then go back towards the front. I mean, 150. Okay. So by the time that he did all of that, I mean, it probably took him about 10, 15, 20 minutes to get to the back of the ship. And the Titanic's final plunge was about to begin. So boat 2 left at 150. So yeah, if it took him 20 minutes to get to the Titanic stern, the Titanic was in its final plunge back then. And Boxhall said that he was moving forward towards that. And there's 2 different accounts to his story. There's one account that he said that the gangway door was shut. And then there's another account that said it was open, but there were so many people there that if he tried to go at it, they'd swamp the boat. And also, due to the amount of time that it took him, if he would have tried to get to that gangway door, the Titanic was falling apart then. The final plunge was beginning. So, all right, one more question. Then we're going to close out for the evening. One more question. What can I do? I want something that's going to confuse everybody. I need a good one. One more question. What is something? All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna redo this question a little bit. I think I've asked it before, but whatever. Who was the only first-class child to die in the sinking of the Titanic? Who was the only first-class child to die in the sinking of the Titanic? Ready, set, go. Only Guy got it. Lorraine Allison. Guy with no life. I like your name. Lorraine Allison. Good job. Lorraine Allison. Good job. Little girl forgot her name. Everybody, awesome. You all did absolutely awesome. Clipper, I believe she was 2. And there's a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but there is a story. If you guys don't know it, Lorraine Allison and her family were all on the Titanic. And basically what happened was they were traveling with their toddler daughter, and they had an infant baby. And during the sinking, or the early stage of the sinking, this baby was taken. Was she 4? I thought she was 2. Hang on a second. Was she 4? Lorraine Allison. 1 second. Lorraine Allison, Titanic. Was 2 years old. She was 2. It's right here. Lorraine Allison was a 2-year-old first-class passenger on the Titanic. Yeah, she was 2. But what happened to her was cringy 5. Thank you. Hey, Sam. Sorry to interrupt your show. No problem. But I got a question for you in the chat. Who was the person that spotted the iceberg first? Great question, cringy. Great question. It's actually debated. Officially, it was Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee that were in the crow's nest. But unofficially, I think it was Murdoch, because by the time they called the bridge and told them there was an iceberg, I believe they later said that when they said iceberg right ahead, the Titanic was already turning to port. So Murdoch would have had an easier time seeing the iceberg than Fleet and Reginald Lee, because the mirage effect wouldn't bug him as bad where he's lower down than they are. So I think it was Murdoch. But anyway, back to Lorraine. Great question, by the way, and thank you for the 5, cringy. But back to what I was saying about Lorraine Allison. When the sinking started, the nanny had the Allison family's infant baby. And immediately, the nanny took this baby and got into a lifeboat. And they left the ship in one of the first lifeboats to leave the Titanic, I believe. And which lifeboat, I don't remember. But anyway, the Allison family didn't know this. So they spent the entire sinking trying to find their baby and the nanny, not thinking that it went straight to a lifeboat. So by the time they were like, okay, we need to save our daughter, the boats were gone. Lifeboat 11, okay. By the time we need to save our daughter, the lifeboats were gone. Now, there's a story or a rumor. I don't know how true it is, but there's a rumor that they made it to collapsible A, which was on the Titanic's starboard side on the right by the first funnel. And it was when this lifeboat got knocked down from the officers' quarters down to the boat deck. And remember, this lifeboat was tied to the Titanic's davits. So the story is, as the Titanic's final plunge was beginning, the Titanic was beginning to drag collapsible A down with it because it was still tied to the Titanic. And I've heard two sides of this story. There was either a knife or a gun, but one of the officers either used a knife or a gun to cut the ropes or break the ropes free. And when they did this lifeboat was almost at the point where water was going to start to spill into it because it was being dragged down by the Titanic. And now when they cut these ropes, this lifeboat is suddenly buoyant. It shoots up out of the water and throws half the people in it into the sea. The theory is they made it to collapsible A, Lorraine Allison and her mom. But they were thrown out when it semi-flipped. Now, as far as I know, if I'm wrong about this, please correct me, but I don't believe they ever found Lorraine's body. So given everything that was going on in this area after this lifeboat flipped out, it's very possible that she got sucked inside the Titanic. It's very possible that, because I mean, you've got the grand staircase implosion, you've got the first funnel about to fall, there was a big whirlpool right there. I mean, there's 1,000 things that could have happened to Lorraine and her baby after that. I mean, Lorraine Allison's story is definitely one of the most tragic. I mean, the whole story is tragic, what am I saying? But it's very sad what happened to Lorraine Allison. But if I would have been those parents, even if I had trouble finding the baby, what I would have done is Lorraine and if I was Mr. Allison, I'd be like, okay, my wife and my daughter, get into a lifeboat, get away from the Titanic, and then I'm going to keep looking for the baby, because we got to save our 2-year-old, so that'd be how I would have handled it. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry for the live stream interruption. Great questionnaire tonight. Be sure you all tune in for my Halloween special that's going to come out soon. I think we went a little bit long tonight. Yeah, look, we went 30 minutes, so this has been an extra long live stream. I don't believe anybody from the Allison family survived random, just the nanny and the baby, as far as I know. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys at the premiere of my Halloween special on Halloween night. All right, everybody. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.